What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephine Garber. I have been really excited about this book. I loved Stephine Garber's Caraval series, so when I heard that she was going to be writing a new series, I couldn't wait to see what it was. And so here's the thing. This is technically a continuation of Caraval, and the reason for that is because it takes place after the events of Caraval. We're still in that same world, and our favorite boy, Jax, the Prince of Hearts, is one of the main characters in this book. Now, with that being said, I do think you could read this without having read the Caraval series, because it doesn't really spoil anything, like maybe some stuff like with Jax, because obviously you're going to see where he ends up, but as far as like the relationships and the actual plot of that original trilogy, none of that is touched, like none of that is spoiled. So I definitely think that you could go into Once Upon a Broken Heart without knowing any of the other stuff, because this one really does set up, like the magic system. We're in a different section of the world, so things work a little bit differently. You don't have to know like how things worked before. Donatella and Scarlet are in this book, but very briefly. So like you do kind of see like where they end up, but like you have no idea how they got there, and it just kind of feels like a fairy tale in and of itself. And that's what this book is about. It's about, what is fairy tale, what is history, and trying to find the truth somewhere in between. Once Upon a Broken Heart is about a girl with pink hair named Evangeline Fox. At the very beginning of this book, she is brokenhearted. Her true love is marrying her stepsister. She is convinced that her stepmother put him under a curse, so she goes out and tries to find the notorious Prince of Hearts to stop the wedding. And of course, if you involve any kind of magic, any kind of fate with anything, it's not going to go the way that you expected, and that's quickly what Evangeline figures out. But this kind of sets her on this course where she is kind of fulfilling a destiny, fulfilling a prophecy, but she's not sure if these are her choices leading her here, if she was always meant to be here, or if this was just one of many possibilities, many different endings that her life could have gone. She goes off to this famous ball, this famous party in the magical north to meet the prince. Maybe she's gonna get married, maybe she'll fall in love, she doesn't know, she's living this fairy tale. But of course Jax is there, so things are not gonna go the way she thought. She still has a debt to be paid to him, and I just really loved their dynamic. I think Evangeline is a really cool main character. She reminds me a lot of Scarlet and Donatella, but kind of them mixed together. She felt like she was very individual, she felt really unique, but then she still has some of those hints from the previous book, which was fun to see. I like how she played off with Jax, because Jax is just such a fun character. Like Stephine Garber talks about this all the time. He's like one of her favorite characters to write. So like it was no surprise to me that he was getting basically his own story and basically his own book. And I think it's really interesting because you get to see, what happened to him in the last book and like how he's dealing with that, and like he's got these other plans of his own, and like is he the villain, is he the drama, is he the love interest? Like we have no idea. I am giving this book an A-. I gave it 4 stars, and that's because I wasn't super happy with the trajectory of all of the characters. Like it felt like it was going to be doing something really unique, and then it just did something like kind of predictable, and I wasn't quite sure how I felt about that. I also really like the character Marisol, and I feel like she doesn't get enough time. She doesn't get like a lot of things devoted to her side of the story. And then when it comes to the writing in general, I don't remember if this was a problem in Caraval, but it's very repetitive. Like we hear a lot about stories having multiple endings, like the color of eyes, the way things taste, like just there are lots of sentences and phrases that are repeated over and over and over again, and it did kind of get on my nerves. So I'm not quite sure what was going on with that, but overall I did really like this story. I really like the North. I love the magical fairy tale quality of it. I love that we're trying to figure out what's history, what's truth, what's lies, what's been exaggerated over time, and I really liked the end. I'm really, really excited to see where it's going to go next. But I am giving this book an A-, and I would definitely recommend it. Like I said, you don't have to have read Caraval, but it does add a little bit of an interesting look if you have. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Talk Books with me every week. That is everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!